All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Friday the 13th. Ooh, it's true. September 13th, 2019. People, I think what we need to do in this video blog is understand the game. The game is very simple. If you look at the action right now in the bond market, what they're doing to precious metals right now, the talk of infinite stimulus coming out of Europe, the President of the United States calling for zero or less than zero or negative rates. The game is very simple. Stocks are going to continue higher until they don't. It is a fact. Now, we also know that next week we're going to hear from the Federal Reserve. They're going to cut rates, although Jim Cramer says no. I think that's what he is saying. I can't believe that. If the Fed does not cut at all, this market is going to be very unhappy about that. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion to the rest of the world that the Fed is going to cut rates, not just once, but a series of cuts is coming. You know that if you follow this blog. I mean, the leaders of developed nations around the world are slaves to their central banks and are allowing their central banks to issue more and more debt on an unprecedented scale. Like I've been explaining to you since time immemorial, these central banks are owned and run by the same entities, and they have one goal: to become the lenders and buyers of last resort. Right now, the environment is very simple. They are deliberately creating an environment of risk, forcing the middle class, whatever's left of it, to subsidize the stock market to a greater and greater degree. And underlying the entire thing is mass debt expansion, again, on an unprecedented scale. So what does this mean? Very, very simple. Stocks will go higher in this environment until they don't. That's the game. And unfortunately, that's the game. But fortunately, that's the game for those of us that know how to take advantage of it. It's that simple. Again, like I said yesterday or the day before, and I've said it a million times, this is like taking candy from a baby, this market. Good, let them play their game. We're going to play our game. I don't care what they're doing to precious metals right now. The long run, you need to be outside the dollar. This means precious metals. This means, to me, and I know you're going to freak out, cryptocurrencies as well. You want to stay in the dollar? Good for you. At one particular time, again, we know what they're going to do. They have no choice but to inflate. The President of the United States keeps saying it over and over again. Negative rates, the dollar is too strong. I mean, come on. You might as well switch the President of the United States face with Mario Draghi. They're one and the same now, especially if after the President was praising Mario Draghi for what? For infinite stimulus? Are you kidding me? Is this our booming economy, Mr. President? It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But that's where we are at, people. Just makes it simple. Knowing what they're doing, knowing what is about to happen, we will be on the winning side of this, and that's really what matters in the grand scheme of things. Wouldn't you agree? All right, look, I'm going to end this video now. Please share it. I will see you at the end of the day, and that's all. I'm out of here.